There we go.
Okay, I guess we're live. Hey guys, this is Jared Jarvis. I am here today with Renee Brummett and Leanne Mason. Together, we like to do these Wellness Wednesdays for you guys, and that's all we do it. Well, why we do it is because we love coming to you guys, and today we wanted to bring you some thoughts on social connection. Isn't that just about just wrapping that up or starting this off? So who wants to kick us off and tell us and talk to us a little bit about social connection today?
So, as I was looking at different things in preparation, we have Rose Turnbow, who is teaching our class on Thursday. Super excited to have her guest teach for us. And our topic this Thursday is on mental wellness, right? And one of the areas is social. Our social connections affect our overall well-being mentally. And I kind of was thinking about how much that has changed in the last 4 years. So then Renee kind of brought up some stuff that she was looking at. So I'm going to grab the class link so you guys can register while Renee kind of takes over.
So one of the things is social connections is not social media, right? Social media has actually distanced us more than anything. But the internet and technology has helped us to reach out and connect with people that maybe we wouldn't be able to connect with all the time. Most of the time it's through texting or email. And there was a study, Marco Polo, which you guys, I am a Marco Polo fan, a little bit of a Marco Polo freak because it's just fun. I like to see facial expressions. Obviously, I like to make facial expressions, right? But when you can see someone's face, you can understand the message, where sometimes texting or emails can be totally misconstrued. So being able to talk and connect through something like Marco Polo or FaceTime or Zoom is a really great way to do it. And Marco Polo, they did a study, and we're going to drop this study, and they asked people for 14 days to Marco Polo your best friend or your family instead of texting them daily, to Marco Polo them. And at the end of the 2 weeks, they found that 90% of the people felt much closer to their friends. And Marco Polo is doing like this cool thing. I get nothing from it, you guys. But I'm one of their ambassadors for 2 months, which is, I'm just spreading the word. And so you get 2 months free of their Marco Polo Plus. Now, they have a totally free app, which is cool. The Marco Polo Plus, like, it just has some really cool features. You don't have to put your credit card in. There's nothing, but try it out for 2 months. Check it out. It's kind of really cool. And when you are able to communicate face to face, it's just better and it's clearer. I got the funniest Marco Polo from my daughter, who lives 13 minutes away, but she was playing with my grandkids today and just sent like the funniest Marco Polo. And it just made my heart happy. It wouldn't have been expressed the same way through a text. The more we can get together in person, yes, totally awesome. But when we can't, then using technology where you can still see people's faces, you can hear their voices. This is a reason why we teach class on Zoom every week, so that after we teach the class, we sit and chit chat. Like we are all friends and we want to answer all the questions. And it has helped us to grow closer together as a group.
One of the things that we forget is how much we lose content, or not necessarily content, but intent through a text or in writing. Because, I might be typing, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, da 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 da, and somebody else reads it in their own words, in their own way. And especially as we're using short codes more. I don't know about you guys. I don't always understand what my kids are meaning with their short codes, because one short code to them means something totally different. And then I'll use something and my kids are like, Mom, I can't believe you said that. And I'm like,
Okay, we drove past a billboard yesterday, my husband and I was like, I hate it when they write something because I don't even know what that means. And he started laughing because apparently it was short code for if you know, you know. And so he just started laughing because I didn't even know what that meant.
Right.
So,
So my husband used to always say, I'm not going to respond to a text or an email because I don't understand the tone you're using. So by doing it Marco Polo, the tone is written, or I mean, the tone is expressed. Doing it through Zoom, through FaceTime, I don't know about you guys, but the Jetsons used to be one of my favorite things. And I couldn't wait until we could have video calls, right? Because sometimes even hearing someone's voice, you do miss some things because they're more expressive. My husband is sarcastic, but you can't always tell just from his voice. You have to see his body language and his expression to know if he's messing with you or serious. And so people have taken him the wrong way because of that. And so if we look at the last 4 years and we can't make eye contact anymore, a lot of people struggle to make eye contact. And we were talking before, my son went to a mock interview and the interviewer could not make eye contact with my son. And how is that preparing them for the real world? Well, the real world is sometimes it's behind a computer screen, right? And so, and this is the example, right? I can be looking forward and not actually even looking at Ronay or Jared. And I'm not having to make that eye contact. Where if when they're talking, I'm actually looking at the person on the screen talking, it's a different connection. So practice having eye contact with whoever is safe to you, your partner, your children, your best friend, and see if it's uncomfortable for you again. Jared, you were also talking about personal touch.
Absolutely. So recently I ran into a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in quite a while, and he and I were always very friendly. A nice hug. I mean, there was never any awkwardness there. But when I ran into him, his question was along the lines of, "Are you accepting hugs?" Because there's a lot of people that coming out of the pandemic had gotten so used to social distancing and all of that, he just didn't know if I had re-entered the hugging world. And yes, I love hugs. I love being able to see people. And I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for the upcoming Inside Out. I love these movies. I think that they're fun. And this is not a spoiler because it's from the most recent trailer. But there's a point these characters are standing on the edge of what they call the sarcasm. And they're seeing some characters over on the other side, and they're so excited that they're there. And they say, "Oh my gosh, we're so excited to see you." And on the other side, the other side of this chasm, it sounds, "Oh my gosh, we're so excited to see you." And they sound totally sarcastic over the sarcasm. And sometimes, our voices don't come across the way that we are intended. And they left that interaction in the movie, each side saying, "Oh, they're such jerks." Well, we don't want to be jerks. We don't want to come across as people that don't care. So, we do all the things that we do because we care, because we want to connect. And, we're so excited to be able to, have our live classes. If you happen to be here in Arizona, come see me. Now, don't come see me during the summer. It's a little too hot. You don't want to be here when it's summertime. But if you're here in Arizona, come see me. If you're up in Utah, go see Leanne. If you're in Minneapolis, go see Ronay. And it was so fun. A week and a half ago, we all found all three of us to be together. And so it was the best thing ever when we got to be actually in the same room together. And so that was fun. I loved being there with both of you. But as we're making connections and we're striving to connect to the people around us, the world around us, I think it's important that we find and utilize those tools that have become so much more available to us. So I'm excited for what you were saying, Ronay, about the Marco Polo and being able to try that out. I know we have our conversation that happen in there, and it's a fun method to be able to stay connected. And I am super excited for Thursday's class and being able to be on there. Now, this class is not going to be recorded, and so if you want to be able to connect with us and be there on there, Leanne, are you dropping the link for people
The
to
link has
register?
already been dropped, so it's already on there. But
Awesome.
I'm also going to ask, what is your favorite form of social connection? Now, of course, mine, as these guys know, is in person, but being able to, they're far away, connect with them through Marco Polo. I do text them occasionally. We do call. Renee and I also, we work together weekly on Zoom so we can have that connection, because connection is so important. And again, we're not doctors. We can't diagnose and treat. We can teach and educate based on our experiences and the things we're learning, but we also learn from those who attend our classes because we learn from you as well. So come connect with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I will mention that as people are entering back into like being in physical space with people or connecting, there are some really cool essential oils, and we will talk about those Thursday. But can each of us like just mention your favorite like connection oil? I actually have a blend called Together that we don't sell. We don't sell, but it's like one of my favorite blends. And when I'm going to be in a group, sometimes I will put the Together blend on to just like bring that cohesiveness of the group. What about you, Leanne or Jared?
So I have also created a connection blend that I use when I'm getting ready to teach a class. I will have to get the recipe put together for you guys, because it was created based on those individual properties, right? When connecting with my children and my husband, neroli is my go-to because neroli is the oil of shared partnership. And so neroli on the heart chakra, especially if there's some of the tougher conversations that might need to happen, I love the power and the properties that neroli brings.
Very
What about you,
cool. And
Jared?
for me, you guys know how much I love Citrus Bliss, and Citrus Bliss continues to also be one of those oils that I use. You know, not only do I put a little bit in my hair, I wear it. I love Citrus Bliss, and I diffuse it on a regular basis. But that for me is just a positive, happy space. And so when I'm looking for connecting with people, I always try to come into those connections in that positive atmosphere and positive space. That's one of my favorite ways to be able to kind of help with connection that I'm having with people.
Absolutely.
Love that. So I also dropped in the chat, what's your favorite connection oil or blend? Let's teach each other. So awesome.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you guys Thursday night. Make sure you register so you get the link. And we'll see y'all Thursday.
Okay. Bye.